Hi everyone, I'm Karen Steiner. I changed my topic this week and decided to explain why I believe all students should see a Broadway show. So, how many of you have seen a Broadway show? A lot of you, many of you. So, did you enjoy it? Was it fun? Anybody have an unpleasant experience? It's not possible because it's a wonderful experience. So, we're going to go over why we're here today. The agenda is to discuss student stress and the negative impact it has on their health and well-being. To discuss why seeing a Broadway show is a good method of stress relief. And to discuss why you should all see a Broadway show. So, the problem is students are under a lot of stress. They have a lot of things piling on top of them, like work, homework, papers, jobs, their social life, social media. And all that stuff piling on top of them has a negative impact on their health and well-being. Some stats about stress in students. So currently, according to the National Center of Educational Statistics, which is a government website, there are 21 million students currently, as of the fall of 2014, enrolled in college programs. 80% of them are suffering from stress-related issues, which is a total of about 17 million students. Of those, 65% of them, which is about 11 million of them, are experiencing mild to moderate symptoms. So these aren't people with severe stress issues, but mild to moderate ones we think we can try and address. The self-destructive behaviors that are brought about by stress can be smoking, alcoholism, depression, all of which impact the students in a negative manner. And these negative things can lead to poor grades for the students, increased dropout rates, serious health issues. Smoking and alcohol can cause serious health issues, and eventually could lead to suicide in some cases. So how are we going to combat that? So Broadway to the rescue. So seeing a Broadway show can reduce stress in a student's life. They can do it because it's a social interaction. You're actually out with people. Even if you go to the show all by yourself, there will be hundreds of people around you in the theater, all experiencing the same thing you're experiencing, and it's a group type of enjoyment. You feel connected with your audience. It has an emotional release. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to feel an emotional response and connection to the play as it's going on, and that helps reduce stress. And finally, music therapy. So there's a lot of theories out there about how music can impact stress and reduce it in students, adults, children, all types of people. So all these things, the social interaction, the emotional release, and music therapy, all have been shown in studies to alleviate stress and anxiety in students. So one thing about Broadway is there's something for everyone. There's a lot of different plays out there. There are currently 40 active Broadway theaters that seat at least 500 people or more. I'm focusing mainly on musicals because that's what I enjoy, but there are plays for anybody who's morally opposed to music. They kind of break into two genres. One are revivals, which are musicals that were previously out, retired for a while, and are now back out again, like Les Miserables. Chicago had to succeed in business without really trying. Or original musicals, which are they're the first time out, and they are newly written, such as The Book of Mormon, Matilda the Musical, and A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, which won the Best Musical last year. So we're going to talk about Matilda on the stage, because it was also a movie at some point. It premiered in London in 2011 and was brought to Broadway in 2013. It was based in a British setting, and they kept that when it came to Broadway. They didn't Americanize it like they originally thought, so it stayed with a British theme. It won 3 Tonys the year it came out in 2013 for most of the main categories except Best Musical. And it also got a special Tony because the main actress is 8, and there were 4 of them because they couldn't all perform at every show, so they had 4 actresses who shared the main role. So they gave them a special Tony because they weren't eligible. And the Tony Awards are the equivalent of like the Oscars. It's the award for the best Broadway show. So, and it's the story of a British child who's misunderstood by her parents and her school. So I'm going to play a clip with music. Maybe it'll play because you don't want to hear me sing. as an example, does everybody feel good? Everybody enjoy it? Was it fun? Exciting? Anybody unhappy? Not enjoy it? Okay, so one of the benefits of Broadway for students is there's a lot of discounts, right? Students get low-cost tickets. Every theater holds 20 to 30 tickets per show for students with student ID who go to the box office. And those are orchestra seats. You can get a $150 seat for about $20 anytime at every Broadway theater. People do tend to line up for the most popular shows, but you can go to just about any theater. Rider has in their campus office life, on their Facebook page, they claim they have links to trips that they run. They run 2 trips a year through the Campus Life office, although some other clubs run it. However, when actually looking at their site, I had to go back to February of last year to find a link to one. So you may want to call them if you're interested in participating, because I don't think they update their website. But there's a lot of other public sites, like Student Rush is a Broadway ticket finder where you can purchase reduced price tickets. And additionally, you get reduced price train fare with your student ID. So you can take the train, you get 10% off on train fare with your ticket. Additionally, Broadway is close, right? We live very close to Rider here. It's only 2 hours to get there by train, subway, cab, however you want to go. You can be at the theater in less than 2 hours. And to experience that, it's really exciting and close. So, in conclusion, what I want each of you to do is to go and see a Broadway show, because we want to take some time out of our busy, stressful lives and enjoy some entertainment and music and enjoy it, and it'll make us a little less stressed. Personally, I waited. I didn't see my first Broadway play until I was 40, and I regret that highly. So I'd like you all not to make the same mistake and go see one now.